Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. Sometimes when we walk and navigate the road of life, we have to consider looking outside of the box, looking in a different viewpoint of how to manage, handle, and bring into tangible sight what it is that you're looking to achieve. And sometimes when we look outside the box, it gives us a different perspective on how to handle a situation that maybe you've taken for granted for quite a while because it was just an easy 1, 2, 3. But with the way that things are changing in the world today, with technology, we'll say, it makes you subject yourself to things that you once maybe tried to avoid, or they didn't grab you and hold you in a place where you feel like you're being suppressed or you're being dominated or infiltrated or even infected by things that you really didn't want to bring into your reality. And I see this all the time. When I look for a job, for example, you can't just apply for a job, especially if you do it on a job board, because it tries to divert you from what your true intent is and then give you other alternatives that they deem would be better suited for you. And it's just crazy because they don't even know you. And here, this is what I get a lot. I'm looking for a customer service position, right? And it tells me, here, wait, why not drive? Because I don't have a car. That's why. Why not drive? So now I have to keep saying, no, I don't want this job. I don't want that job. I don't want to hear about this. I don't have the qualifications. I don't have the ability. I don't have the tools that I need in order to migrate through. And then the best is, do you have a driver's license? What do you need a driver's license for a customer service job? Question, right? Or it says, well, we know that you're interested in sales or marketing or some type of promotion, maybe even data entry. But you know what? We're not going to show you any of those things that you specifically clicked on to reply to. We're going to show you about DoorDash. What is DoorDash? Oh, it's a delivery service. Oh, well, how do you deliver? Do you use your bicycle? Do you walk? If you don't have a car, how do you do that? And you didn't apply for that job because you knew you didn't have a car. But yet the job board just keeps sending you there. So I decided to look outside of the box. And instead of going through job boards, I'm going directly to the websites of the companies that I'm interested in. And instead of uploading my resume, which for whatever reason, the AI computer generated, assistant, right? Because they all seem to have an assistant, wants to tell you about how they can help you, but you have to give them your whole life story, and then they'll pick and choose what it is that they think you should see. And I'm like, no. So then I decided, well, I'll just manually I'll manually input my resume, and I'll condense it and I'll shorten it, and I'll just, leave a few descriptions instead of paragraphs of job duties. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I do know that I could send my original resume attached to my cover letter, and I could present it that way. So by looking outside of the box, I eliminated the frustration or the upsetment that was beginning to infiltrate my field with each application I tried to fill out, with each resume I tried to drop, telling me about how it doesn't like my answers, that they're out of order, that they don't sound or are written in the manner in which the computer generated software wanted to view it. Yikes. So instead of doing all of these things and getting frustrated, where I've been the last few hours, I'll tell you, it's been a very eye-opening endeavor, and one that I'm not exactly sure that I want to give life to, but I kind of don't have a choice, because I need income, I need a job, I need to make money. I have nobody helping me, nobody lives with me, nobody pays my bills, nobody offers me any type of relief or assistance. If anything, if I say to, one of my kids, I need a ride somewhere, one kid will tell me that she doesn't have the ability to help me for whatever the reason. And the other kid will say, well, how much are you going to pay me? Right. And that's just crazy, because you would think that your kids would want to help you. Like, you spent their whole life helping them. Whether you wanted to or not, you did. But you didn't ask them to pay you back or to pay for their services. It's just crazy the way that life is turned into these days. And I think that that's because everybody gave away their power and they didn't call it back, and they just went with what it was that was being guided and directed toward them from the outside entity that is called a job, or the man, or the government, or religion, or whatever sector of life you're looking toward, and thinking that you could navigate through it with ease and benefit like you once did. I know that when I first started looking for a job, it was in the newspaper. There were signs on buildings that said help wanted. And then it went to the computer and doing everything online. And then having to give up every piece of your personal information, whether you're being, considered, retained, or even looked toward. Because when companies get an overwhelming amount of applications or resumes, they don't look at them all. They just scan them. And the ones that they don't entertain at all, those are the ones that usually you see your personal information scattered about, the dark web, because there was an infiltration or a security, alert that prevented or allowed your information to be everywhere. You can't get that back. You can't at all. The way that things have been designed to work today just seems to be a deliberate tactic in order to suppress. And I'm looking outside of that box, and I'm not going to be suppressed anymore. I'm going to do what I need to in order to see past, see above, and actually navigate through from start to finish without any frustration. Good luck, right? Yeah, good luck. I know that I am a very worthy person, and so are you. And I also know that life was not meant to trip us, even though if you look at the internet, that's exactly what it does every day. Looking outside of this box has given me more control and more of an ability in order to test the waters to see how well I'll be received. Time will tell. But I believe that I am an absolute winning candidate that there's not one thing I cannot do, and that I always come to the table with love and light and positivity, and not just for me or for you, but for everyone everywhere, because everyone deserves to have compassion and empathy, understanding, and to have life work in a peaceful, calm, positive manner. So I am sending to you energies of looking outside the box, of looking for different situations that you can control without having to worry about being tossed around by maybe the internet or a job board or a company, if you will, that is demanding all of your information without even agreeing to look at your qualifications. So when you look outside of your box and you find different alternative, maybe enhanced, well-rounded ways in order to achieve what it is that you're looking to receive, drop me a line and let me know, because I found that the best way that I could whittle down or condense and make mainstream my credentials, my resume, through the application process that I'm trying to bring into my present moment. Looking outside of the box will provide me more of an ability in order to not be frustrated, but provide the information on a minimal basis that they're looking for. And then follow up with a phone call. And then, sell yourself. It's not so hard. It's a little bit of the past and it's a little bit of the present, and it's a whole new way to look at the future. So when you look outside of your box and different alternatives or solutions or scenarios infiltrate your space, let me know, because I can't wait to hear how you brought transformation into the future by working through whatever endeavor may be presented to you in the current moment. It sounds tricky, and it's meant to hold you up and step you backwards. But I'm done being held up and stepped backwards. I'm going to forge my own world, my own road, and I'm going to look outside of the box to do so. And as I continue to perfect my venture, I will certainly keep you informed and let you know, so that we too, so all of us too, can perform what it is that we know we need to do, but do it in the most simple, basic, easy to understand, easy to process ways that will lead to growth and development, not just for you, but for everyone as well. My lovely collective, no matter where you find yourself, I'm always sending you the encouragement not to give up, to look outside of that box, to find a new path, to forge a new road to enlightenment, development, and achievement, so that you too may receive everything that you've set into motion and is bringing into flourishing. My lovely collective, love and light, peace and joy, determination, motivation, and the clarity, and the willingness and the ability to see outside of whatever perceived box might be caging, harboring, hindering, frustration, or discord, to flip it all around into a calm, easy, aligned situation with benefit for all. My lovely collective, no matter where you find yourself, I'm always in your corner, and I'm always sending positive energy your way. And I cannot wait to hear your stories of outside of the box thinking, solutions, and perception. Love and light.